Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. Now, if you are enjoying the daily crypto videos, please make sure you press the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a ton, and I want to try hit 50k subs by the end of the year. And the question of today is, when was the last time you walked in the rain? So, it's a little bit of a weird question, but today, for the first time in a little while, I just was like, you know what? I want to have a little bit of a walk. Doesn't matter that it's raining really hard. Just gonna go for it. And I was wondering when, or if ever, you guys had the same thought. All right. So the first tweet of the day comes from Panda Ripple XRP. And if the rain is too loud, I'll most likely just, you know, cancel the video and maybe do another video tomorrow because it's been raining all day, kinda. But I'm gonna try and see what the sound is like, and yeah, maybe you'll never see this video. I don't know. Ripple Q1 2020 report is out. From Q4 2019 to Q1 2020, Ripple's on-demand liquidity, or RippleNet's ODL, service tripled in transaction volume, and the dollar value transacted increased by more than 294%. More than 294%. Wow. And yes, that is actually quite insane to get such a huge increase. I mean, that's 300% they just up there. Brat Knobelhaus also says, in the case of XRP, Q1 saw the integration of XRP into a number of additional exchanges and liquidity instruments. It's cute when you use a lot of words to say nothing at all, which I got a little bit right there, but I mean, for the rest, it's actually pretty cool, this report. Recommend you guys to check it out. A link is, I'll just retweet it right now, on the official Twitter from Ripple, on their website, and now also on my Twitter. Make sure you follow it, by the way, the Dusty BC. All right, second tweet comes from Lord Lionel. He says, big day tomorrow for XRP in Japan. Tomorrow, SBI get the crypto license. So now, a lot of you must be wondering, this is a big day, so what's going to be happening to the price, right? I know a lot of you guys are exactly in that little corner right now. Well, let me tell y'all, anything is possible, but we got to go out from the point that is most likely to occur, which is that nothing will happen whatsoever. I mean, we've seen tons, if not, yeah, let's just keep it at tons, literally, of these things happen before, where we're anticipating a certain event or we're looking at some major news and the price doesn't budge. I mean, 90% chance that that's going to be happening right here again. And thus, I don't want to get you guys too bullish on anything at all. Just stay calm, keep up with updates, and eventually it will all turn around. But right now, I don't think will happen just yet. So let's wait it out and let's see what it's going to be bringing. My best friend, my favorite person in the world. Yes, we're talking about Bubba Cugs again over on Twitter. He or she or whatever posted on Twitter, if you already own XRP, don't buy in until the massive dip. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Stop chasing the moment and day-to-day movements. My XRP bag is loaded. My fiat is loaded. If we moon without a dip, my fiat always can return home without regrets. It's actually, yeah, I would state as well, it's one of his better tweets. If you think about it, if you already own XRP, don't buy more until a massive dip. Kind of stating, don't chase the bag too much, and don't put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. Right? You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Right? If you don't get in, you don't do something stupid, you don't lose anything really, right? And everything to gain. I mean, if you buy a dip, you got a lot to gain, and also if you hold $1 and the price goes down, you might have a lot to gain. So, you're not really losing anything right there. You're actually only gaining. Stop chasing the moment and day-to-day movements, which is like don't try too hard at some points, which is also kind of true. I mean, sometimes you got to look for the best spot, but sometimes if you're watching it too much, you're going to miss it. my XRP bag is loaded, my fiat is loaded. I mean, this is just kind of saying, diversify. That's at least what I would fetch from it. If we moon without a dip, my fiat always can return home without regrets. I don't completely know what he means with this little two last lines. I mean, if we moon without a dip, that would not be nice for people who didn't buy then. But he says, if you already own XRP, don't worry about it, which is true. My fiat always can return home without regrets. No, know what he's exactly trying to mean with that. Maybe it's just something really plain, but I don't get the deeper. At least I'm not fetching a deeper message from it. So whatever. DJ Peter Vass posted on Twitter, XRP notes 10th consecutive day of growth as IOTA Digibyte follows suit. So yes, the cryptocurrency market has been in full bloom lately, with the market continuing to stride upwards. Even the third largest crypto on CMC's list, XRP, was noting a 10th consecutive day of growth. However, its surge was uncorrelated with that of Bitcoin or any other altcoin in the market. Well, I mean, that all actually faded away right now, didn't it? So this article was posted about 10 hours ago, but if I check any of like CoinMarketCap or anything like that, XRP is down 5%, and I think, let's see when it happened. It already happened like 15 hours ago or so, so I don't really know why this article was published, and if she was not updated or what, or if she's just trying to sketch a wrong picture, because I believe, this daily is portraying a really, 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 really wrong picture of what's going on, even at that point. I mean, if it's written 10 hours ago, it's kind of strange that, she's so far behind, because prices returned, and I guess right now is the 11th day, and we're not in green anymore, which is not too much of a worry. I don't really think it's a bad thing at all, but all right. And then moving over into something quite controversial. I don't know if I even want to show it, but it's John McAfee. Right, I'm just giving you guys a little snippet. Make sure you pause it if you want to read more into it. Just don't want to, involve these videos too much with it. But basically, he's betting again. He's betting against Bill Gates right now. And, John McAfee has been a crypto connoisseur. I mean, he's very popular in crypto space. He's done a lot in trying to promote it. At least he's tried. I don't know if he really succeeded. He's tried. He's tried to make a lot of money off of it. He did. He's promoted a lot of stupid stuff. He's done a lot of pump and dumps and whatnot. But again, he's being very, very popular in the crypto space. And every time he does something crazy like that, I just know about it, which is kind of strange because I really don't care about him at all. But often when he says things about crypto as well, a lot of people take it in. And I'm also at least thinking about like the things I should fetch from that. Like, this guy who is known to do pump and dumps, who's known to do this and do that, every time he says something about crypto, or for example, does a new prediction about like $250,000 of Bitcoin or whatnot, people take it in. People talk about it. People think that it's really, a knowledgeable person saying something. Well, please, guys, take a step back. A lot of these guys that are popular on Twitter don't necessarily have the knowledge, right? Don't necessarily have more answers than you do. What happens very often is that they, for example, claim a price, which is nice for them or is nice for their following, and it just gets a lot of likes, a lot of engagements and whatnot. And what happens in the end then is that because they are so popular, it kind of makes it look like he's got something going for himself, even though it might not be backed upon anything rather than just his own imagination at all. And it's something you should keep in mind so you don't miss out and lose out on money in the end. 90% of cryptocurrency firms may be bankrupt in 6 months by Swiss Blockchain Federation. Around 90% of the cryptocurrency firms have reported that they will be bankrupt in the next 6 months. I mean, there's a couple of things that halted the networking and investments for most firms. You guys most likely know what I'm talking about. And many of these firms do not qualify for government loans to stay afloat, which is definitely something that's also another big issue right now, is that crypto is legit. I mean, we're all counting it as, one of the most normal things in the world right now. However, governments are not seeing it as traditional companies just quite yet. And thus, a lot of these crypto companies that might have something to do with the real world They might have to do something with connections in real life and not just some online gambling casinos or whatnot. A lot of them might be hurt from this whole crisis as well. And they might not stay afloat because they're not going to get any help whatsoever, which is definitely nothing too nice. I mean, those crypto ATMs, I believe a couple of those companies that are doing those, they could also be hurt very, very bad because people don't want to go to an ATM right now. I mean, they're not going to get any help because they're a crypto company. I mean, yeah, it's pretty strange to see as well. And also, like, the government, I mean, they're not closing their operations either. They're really continuing, but there's just not too many customers, and they're allowed everything. So, also from that perspective, from like, should they earn, should do they earn any help? I don't know. But well, looking at this right here, many crypto firms are at risk of closure. This revelation means that thousands of jobs are at risk across the board. Lorenz Furrer, vice president of the Swiss Blockchain Federation, said that the crypto valley could very well become you know, another valley if the change does not occur. This information was determined by the Fed from reaching out to the 800 cryptocurrency firms in Switzerland and asking them how the pandemic has affected their business. There's a little German line, but in English it's how high is the probability that your company will be bankrupt in the next 6 months, is what they asked. 200 responded and they stated, or at least 48.8% said 0%, 31% said 80% chance. Okay, so basically, oh wait, no, there's 100. Oh wait, never mind. I was like zero. I was like, oh, I read it all wrong. But no, it's actually 50% said there's a 100% chance. 31% said there's an 80% chance. I guess like maybe 10% said there's 60%, and so on and so on. But really kind of showing us again that most of them are looking to go bankrupt in the next 6 months if the things don't change. And when asked, will your company be able to survive this crisis without federal help? 60% said no, 20% said, or 26% said maybe, and 12% said yes. So basically, the whole conclusion at the beginning of, wow, they deserve help, blah, 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 will probably not help at all. It will probably only help like 10% here, which I don't think will matter too much. It's about the bigger picture of like helping them all, right? Because, I mean, 10%, saving 10% is not going to be too nice. So, one of the things I think, no, actually, no, that's not true. I would state that like one of the things I think would help is like maybe introducing new measures, but they're not going to introduce any new measures just for crypto companies alone. And there's not really anything that they can do to crypto specific industries that will not just affect the rest of the world either, or the rest of the industries either. So I don't think there's anything we can just do. I think it's just a waiting game and a hope game, but it's something we should take into consideration here. I mean, Ripple, XRP, they're going to be fine, and the bigger companies, they're all going to be fine. All the ones that they'll be good. But a lot of them, which you don't see and are working in the background, they might fall. Talking, however, about Ripple just now, world's first crypto bank adds support for Ripple's XRP. Sygnum Bank will allow its users to invest in Ripple's XRP token via their e-banking portal. Sygnum Bank, the first crypto bank licensed by FINMA, announced on April 30th that Ripple's XRP tokens are now available through its banking services platform. Users can access deposit, exchange, and credit services using the popular digital currency. Based in Switzerland, the bank will now allow the third largest digital token behind Bitcoin and Ethereum to be used by clients seeking to diversify their direct investments in digital tokens, in conjunction with the other asset management products offered. Sygnum customers can use deposits in traditional currencies, such as the Swiss franc, the euro, the Singapore dollar, and the US dollar, to buy, hold, and trade XRP tokens backed by the Ripple protocol. Increasing liquidity in the banking portfolio, Matthias Imbach, co-founder of Sygnum, praised the announcement and commented as follows: "We were impressed with Ripple's excellent performance globally. They now have more than 300 financial institutions in their global payments network, RippleNet, and the XP-based solutions developed by the company resolve weak spots in the growing global remittance market of over $700 billion. The low cost of transfers makes it an ideal tool to facilitate payments in emerging economies, and basically, this is going to be great. Interest in banks towards Ripple's protocol. Well, we've been seeing a lot of interest from banks in I guess in Ripple, but it's a waiting game. We'll see as it all rolls out further, though. All right. Hopefully the rain was not too loud. Hopefully you guys didn't get bothered by it a single little bit. Hopefully you also learned something new and enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button again. I'll see you guys again in another video tomorrow. Also, make sure you press the subscribe button and the notification bell on, guys. Really helps out. See you guys again in another crypto video.